This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2025, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for the posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source, the Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good evening. This evening, the fair will be led by Committeewoman Sandra Terrell, and Committeeman Manny Figueredo will lead us in the flag salute. Please stand.
As we gather as members of this Township Committee, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better community. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, can I have a motion to approve the minutes for conference and regular session? Can I have a roll call?
Mr. Figueredo?
Here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Here.
Motion's on the floor. There's a motion on the floor?
Yes.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on to the ordinances and resolutions?
I, for your consideration on second and final reading, an ordinance amending Chapter 170, Schedule of Zoning Requirements, Area, Yard, and Bulk Requirement.
Move ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 170 and Attachment 3 entitled Schedule of Zoning Requirements, Area, Yard, and Bulk Requirements, except as otherwise specified in Chapter 170, Part 1 of the Code of the Township of Union.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 170 Land Development, Part 3, Zoning. This ordinance regulates removal and replacement of trees within the township.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 170 Land Development, Part 3, Zoning of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, regulating the management, removal, and replacement of trees. This ordinance regulates removal and replacements of trees within the township.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Creating a handicap space in front of 1475 Walker Avenue.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending the designation of restricted parking spaces for use by persons with special vehicle identification cards in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey. This ordinance creates a handicap space in front of 1475 Walker Avenue.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 266-66 of the Municipal Code, Parking by Permit in Residential Areas. This ordinance affects Caldwell Avenue.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-66, Schedule 25, entitled Parking by Permit Only in Residential Areas by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Caldwell Avenue.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Have for consideration on draft and first reading an ordinance amending Chapter 266-55 of the Municipal Code, parking prohibited at all times, to include a portion of Bonnell Court.
Move draft be taken up by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-55, Schedule 14, entitled Parking Prohibited at All Times by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Bonnell Court. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 266-44 of the Municipal Code, one-way streets, to include Bonnell Court.
Move the draft be taken up for first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-54, Schedule 3, entitled One-Way Streets, by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Bonnell Court. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up for second and final reading at our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Creating a stop intersection at Huguenot Avenue and Townley Avenue.
Move the draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-49, Schedule 8, entitled Stop Intersections by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Huguenot Avenue. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending the Stuyvesant Avenue redevelopment plan.
Move draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
Ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, New Jersey, adopting certain additional amendments to the redevelopment plan for Stuyvesant Avenue, Block 2903, lots 11 through 15, and 25 through 29, pursuant to the local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 48:12A-1 et sec. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
The following resolutions authorizing the purchase of various lock and keys from Advanced County Locksmith for an amount not to exceed $5,500.
Motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of landscaping equipment and parts from P&P Lawnmowers, Inc. for an amount not to exceed $5,000.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase and repair of landscaping equipment from J&A Mower for an amount not to exceed $10,000.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorizing various fence repairs throughout the township from Consolidated Steel and Aluminum Fence Company for a fee not to exceed $80,000. State contract number 88680.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a contract with Road Safety Systems through the Morris County Co-op for the purchase and replacement of guardrails throughout the township for an amount not to exceed $20,000.
Motion to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of a new vehicle for the building department from Gentili Motors through the Cranford Co-op for an amount not to exceed $36,078.55.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2025-43, increasing the amount to NW Financial Group for financial advisory services by an additional $90,000 for a revised total amount not to exceed $140,000.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2025-17, increasing the amount to Wilentz, Goldman, and Spitzer for bond counsel by an additional $45,000 for a revised total amount not to exceed $115,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of janitorial supplies from Spruce Industries through the Morris County Co-op for an amount not to exceed $15,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of equipment for special operations for the fire department from Continental Fire and Safety for an amount not to exceed $37,053.80. State contract number 17 Fleet 00757.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointing Donald Travisano as Fund Commissioner and Deanna Nunez as alternate Fund Commissioner to the Garden State Municipal Joint Insurance Fund Board of Commissioners.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a contract with Civic Plus for upgrade, support, and maintenance of the website for a period of 1 year for an amount not to exceed $18,674.60.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2025-84 to award the employee benefits contract solely to Fairview Insurance Agency.
Motion to approve the amendment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of new workstations from Commercial Furniture Interiors for the Office of Public Information for an amount not to exceed $9,430.94 through the Omnia Co-op and State Contract 125 COMG 94148.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Louis Barbado Landscaping, Inc. through the Union County Co-op for the 2024 tree planting for a total amount not to exceed $35,300.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Accepting a performance bond in the amount of $5,000 and establishing a special trust fund account in the amount of $1,000 from Robin Few, 281-283 Oswald Place.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the removal of brush and logs from the Department of Public Works from Top Quality Services LLC for an amount not to exceed $68,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending the lease agreement between the Township and New Jersey Transit to extend the term of the lease through February 28, 2030, with options to extend the lease for a period of 5 years.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of supplies for the main library cafe from Home Depot for an amount not to exceed $19,942.14. State Contract 18 Fleet 00234.
Move to authorize the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2023-312, increasing the amount to Daktronics, Inc. for additional work related to the installation of 2 LED video displays for the library by an additional $6,470 for revised total amount not to exceed $496,050.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to E.O. Hebhager for the installation of above-ground storage tanks at the Department of Public Works for an amount not to exceed $117,500. State Contract A42261.
Motion to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the lease of township property located at 650 and 685 Liberty Avenue to Maxon Auto Group for a period of 3 years at a monthly rate of $20,000.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Following communications from Terry Milanda, Tax Collector, requesting the Township Committee authorize checks issued to the following representing the redemption of tax sale certificates as listed on the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Cheryl Berger, Connecticut Farms Church, requesting to hang 2 4x5-foot banners to advertise the nursery school program from March 1st through 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve the banners.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Following department reports from the Clerk's Office, Community Development, and Senior Center.
Move to be received and filed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we'd like to start with our committee reports. Police Commissioner Sandra Terrell.
Thank you. So I will be sharing information for the period of January 27th through February 10th of 2025. This activity is related to the police department. For direct patrols, there were 1,535 direct patrols during that period, and there were 2,853 calls for service. Also during that period, there were 61 arrests that were made. If anyone's been paying attention to my last reports, you'll note that there's a slight decrease in all of those numbers. With regard to enforcement, truck enforcement, for this period, there were 19 stops. There were 18 tickets issued, and 1 was issued to a resident. There's a slight uptick in those numbers because we had some complaints from our residents, and we paid attention, as our police officers do, and we're trying to put a stop to that. With regard to red light enforcement, those are the folks that are running red lights. There were 71 stops, there were 68 tickets issued, and of those, there were 13 residents that were issued tickets. And for our speed initiative, there were 142 stops for speeding. There were 101 tickets issued, and 26 residents were issued tickets for speeding. I have just one highlight and one announcement that I'd like to share. For a highlight, on February 4th, a Union police officer assigned to the Auto Theft Task Force notified Union Police Department that a stolen vehicle from Philadelphia was being tracked via GPS within our town. Officers quickly located the unoccupied vehicle in a local parking lot and initiated surveillance. After a period of monitoring, they successfully identified and arrested the suspect without incident. The individual was transported to headquarters and charged accordingly. And for my announcement, the Union Police Department continues to look for new members to join its Neighborhood Watch program. The initiative strengthens the partnership between the police department and the community, encouraging residents to take an active role in their neighborhood's safety and well-being. By participating, residents can help address local concerns and foster a stronger, more connected community. For information regarding the Neighborhood Watch program, please contact the Community Policing Bureau at 908-851-5252. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Terrell. At this time, we have DPW Commissioner Emmanuel Figueredo.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much. From our Public Works, the Township of Union DPW has worked hard to manage the aftermath of the recent snow and ice events. And as you'll see, if you look out your windows at this time, if you're watching this live, according to our phones, it says it's snowing out there. So they'll be working again hard tonight for you. Snowstorms, of course, can create a lot of challenges, especially in terms of brining, salting, clearing roads, parking lots, crosswalks, and sidewalks. Our Public Works Department maintains 28 parking lots and 65 crosswalks. So there's a lot of work to be done there. Public Works ensured that roadways were safely cleared of snow and ice, not only for the residents of the Township of Union, but especially for our first responders that need to get out there. And while clearing the roads of snow and ice, the Township of Union Public Works also performed daily operations in each of the 8 divisions. Shade Tree had a busy couple of weeks performing 7 tree removals and 10 stump removals, while also working with PSC&G on trees that are in or around power lines. And as always, any concerns or inquiries regarding all divisions of Public Works can be addressed by calling our Public Works Department at 908-686-1922. Well, we do encourage you also to utilize our report of concern on our website, because that can get you there quickly. That feature is on our township website. And Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. At this time, we have Fire Commissioner Patricia Frazier.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank my firefighters for feeding me this evening. They gave me some tacos tonight. Sandra, are you jealous? No, okay. All right. Union Fire Department responded to 235 emergency calls to service this 2-week period, with 114 of the calls being for medical services. Members have completed 575 hours of training this period. Some significant events during this period are... My apologies. Should I go over that again?
No.
Okay, January 30th, the fire department responded to Route 22 West for a large display sign that was in danger of falling. The roadway was shut down until repairs were made and the area was made safe. February 4th, the fire department responded to Wilshire Drive on a reported house fire. The basement was on fire. The fire was confirmed upon arrival. Crews made an aggressive interior attack. There were no injuries to the fire responders or the residents. On February 8th, they responded to Savit Place on a reported basement fire. Upon entry, crews extinguished the fire, which was started by a candle. The occupant sustained burns and was transported to Burn Center. Winter fire safety tips. Keep your chimneys and intake exhaust vents from furnaces and heating appliances free of debris, ice, and snow accumulations to reduce the risk of carbon monoxide buildup from inefficient combustion. Burn dry, well-seasoned wood in fireplaces and wood stoves to reduce the risk of excessive buildup in chimneys. Allow ashes from your fireplace or wood stove to cool before emptying them into a metal container with a tight-fitting lid. Keep the container outside. Keep space heaters at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn, including curtains, upholstery, or clothing. Ensure that vehicles are not left running inside any garage or building. Ensure there is working smoke alarm on every story and outside all sleeping areas of your home. Install CO alarms to alert you to the presence of these deadly gases. And that concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Frazier. At this time, we have Deputy Mayor Joseph Florio, Commissioner of Senior Center and Recreation Department.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a report from our senior center. We have this month a health and wellness affair on Tuesday, February 18th at 9:30 to 11:30. A nurse will be providing health maintenance and check and prevention services. AARP free tax aid. Don't we always like tax season, right? If you need it, every Thursday until April 10th, AARP Tax Aid provides tax assistance to anyone free of charge. You must schedule your tax appointment, though. Appointments are based on available dates and time. A new department has been established here in the senior area. It's the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs. We're asking you, if you need to join for an informative presentation on the various benefits and tax relief programs available to veterans and survivor benefits. The session will cover the following topics: income tax exemptions. Many retired pay and survivors' benefits are exempt from New Jersey's gross income tax. 100% disabled veterans may also qualify for a $6,000 exemption. Property tax deductions. Veterans may qualify for a $250 annual property tax deduction, and 100% disabled veterans may be eligible for a full property tax exemption. Burial benefits. Information on burial benefits for veterans will also be provided. This is a valuable opportunity for veterans to learn about the benefits they may be entitled to and how to access them. We encourage interested veterans and survivors to attend. We've always treated veterans very important in this town, and this is a continuation of that type of process. So anybody that feels they need information on this, who's a veteran or a survivor, should please come to that session on Wednesday, February 26th. Valentine's celebrations, February 14th, 12 o'clock to 3. Karaoke and cupcakes. It was very good last year, especially the cupcakes. Entertainment by Tanya Ray vocals, serving cupcakes and coffee. Canasta Club, Shuffle Up and Deal. Join us every Thursday from 1:30 to 3:30 for an engaging and enjoying canasta session. Whether you are a beginner or an advancement player, all skill levels are welcome. This is a great opportunity to refine your strategy, meet fellow enthusiasts, and have fun and friendly social environment. We look forward to seeing you there. Wind Creek Casino in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, February 13th, $40 per person per ticket, and departure time is Jeanette Avenue. Huntington Hills Playhouse, very nice place if you've never been there. February 20th, departure to Senior Center at 11 a.m. Dr. K. Motown's Review will take you on a journey back in time with the authentic sound and impressive dance routines. $85 per ticket includes show, transportation, table-served entree, dessert coffee, and hot tea, taxes, and gratuity. You hear that, Manny Figueredo? I think you might want to go to that. Any additional information, please contact the Senior Center at 908-851-5290. From our Recreation Department, The Union Recreation Department is excited to announce that Dr. STEM is coming to Union. This hands-on engineering class has been a hit since it was created by Dr. Larry Siegel, an elementary school teacher in Verona for 40-plus years. The Dr. STEM program introduces the engineering design, process, and challenges the growing minds with interesting projects that are all about learning while doing. Very important, hands-on. Projects such as bridge building or marble maze will utilize common household or store-bought supplies in creative ways that will spark your inspiring engineer's inner problem solver. The program will meet on Tuesdays from April 22nd to May 27th. Class times will be offered for children 1st to 5th grade. Online registration will begin on February 19th. To learn more about this and other spring enrichment programs, please call the Union Recreation Department at 908-686-4200. If you're interested in STEM projects, I suggest you make that inquiry. Mayor, that's my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Florio. Before we dive into the upcoming township events, I would like to congratulate the Union High School dance team who attended the first competition of the season and came in first for both the routines in jazz and hip hop. Also, they received a judge award for the hip hop routine, and both routines scored elite gold, the highest scoring category.
Congratulations.
The Township of Union is calling on all entrepreneurs and small business owners to an upcoming workshop in partnership with the New Jersey EDA on February 20th at 9 a.m. at Nova Coffee Shop and Restaurant. Discover powerful programs and financial resources to take your business to the next level. This is your chance to connect, learn, and grow. RSVP today at uniontownship.com. Black History Month play. Join us for an exceptional performance for Hear Him Roar, a celebration of black men in the arts on February 15th at 7 p.m. at the Jefferson School Auditorium. That's 155 Hilton Avenue in Vauxhall. This powerful performance examines the legacy of iconic figures in black history. Admission is free, however, tickets are required. Tickets for the 7 p.m. performance is currently available at the Town Hall Admissions Office while supplies last.
My son is going to be performing.
Fantastic. Great. Another celebration is the HRC, the Human Resource Commission Black History Celebration. Join the Human Resource Committee for the Conversation Continues, a powerful Black History Month celebration on Saturday, February 22nd at 12 p.m. at the Jefferson Elementary School. Enjoy inspiring performances, including the Grammy Award-winning Reverend Steph in Jubilation. Admission is free, but tickets are required. Get your tickets at Town Hall Admissions Office, 1976 Morris Avenue. Black History Month Art Gallery. Join us on Friday, February the 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Vauxhall Meeting Center for a special art gallery event to close out our 2025 Black History Month celebration. Experience the powerful work of local black artists while enjoying an evening of creativity, culture, and community. Admission is free, and guests can enjoy complimentary refreshments and hors d'oeuvres. Evergreen notification. Please sign up for the Evergreen Emergency and Journal Notification online at www.uniontownship.com. These updates are also available on Facebook and Twitter, TWP Union, New Jersey. At this time, I'd like to say if there's anyone wishing to speak, I open it up to the public. Reminder that there's a 5-minute rule. Anyone wishing to speak or have comments, please come up and remember to state your name and where you and your address.
I'm Ruth Slovic. I live at 1221 McGee. As you know, I come here to ask about explanations of some of the resolutions that are passed or pending. I was just wondering if there's any way there could be like more explanations of some of them, so that whoever sees this, I mean, you say it's online like a day or two before, and it probably stays online for a while, I would think. If they want to comment on it, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't understand, and maybe people looking on the website wouldn't understand either, or what you're talking about. For instance, the amending the Status and Avenue redevelopment plan, like, what are you amending, why? I don't need details, but like, because there's additional this or additional that, now we have to amend it, and just something, so that we understand it. So people like me don't have to come up and say, what do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? I don't make a pest of myself, but if there was more explanation. For instance, also on, where's the other one? Oh, number 26, amending the lease agreement. What's the lease for? Like, what is the lease? And why is it being amended? And again, I don't need all the details and the legalities and all that stuff, but just an explanation. And then the exorbitant amount on number 15, increasing the amount to the financial group by an additional $90,000. Like, why? And again, the details aren't as important as the reason why. And then number 28, where it says increasing the amount to a certain company for the displays, that's an astronomical amount, $496,000 just for a video display. So I think the public needs to know the details of what's going on and why. And you can answer all my questions that I come, when I'm here, I ask the questions about it. But just as a suggestion for the future, maybe a little more detail would help to avoid any kind of confusion or like, wow, can't believe they're doing this, and then be derogatory towards the situation when in fact there is a reasonable explanation. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.